You have to be abnormal to raise a special child.
Good morning, everyone. I believe we are doing well. We're great, nice, and fine. Just a quick one, and I'm doing this deliberately. Not really to prove the reality of whatever people have been saying me post or say or share, but just to answer some lingering questions. A lot of people have been sending questions, and then you know, time and chance are not really giving me so much opportunity to answer them. But I'll just say this in summary, in synopsis, so that we can drive this point home quickly. Um, I understand that on this part of the world, religion and culture had caged us so much that sometimes we deviate completely from the reality, especially when it comes to managing children with special needs. There are so many preponderous, you know, rules, ways of that has been established to manage them without results. But the truth is, for you to have a best or a better result on your child living with special need, you have to do something different. You really have to do something different. You cannot go with the ground norm. You cannot follow the status quo. You cannot. Your child will not get better. Your child. Okay, let me bust your bubble. My child currently attends 3 schools. Is that absurd? It's not. There's a goal. There's a reason. There's an objective. There's something I need to achieve, or we need to achieve as a parent managing him. I'm just giving you that. It's not normal. Why will a child within a session, in a space, within the same space and time, attend 3 schools? But it is what we know will be of benefit to him in order to achieve certain things, because a lot of things are tied to his being better or getting better. But let me leave that away, because I'm not here to even talk about my cerebral palsy son. I'm just here to clear some hair, and to give light to some questions that have been asked. The recovery, the rehabilitation, the resuscitation of your child is not going to be magical. It's not going to be miraculous if you don't do the needful. And the needful I am advocating and I'm saying here is therapy. And this therapy has to be 24 hours. Meaning, you as a parent, you as a carer, you as a minder need to do your part. The clinic, the hospitals, they need to do their part. In fact, the hospitals, they have minimal to do, because once they are done, they leave them to our custody, and we have to continue from where they stop. And we also need to be very proactive and creative. Every child has got his own unique signature. They have got their own unique way, unique means. They are built differently. So no two children are actually the same. It might look as if they have same symptoms, they look alike, they do this, but in ingenuity, by the time you do your probity well, they are not. So stop comparing children. That's rule number one. Never compare your child with another child. All you need to do is just sit down, carefully observe, monitor, and identify your own child's strengths and begin to build a child from there. Expose the child to all necessary medical checkups. From time to time. Be it from peds to neuro to ENT to dental and everything. Don't leave any chances. And don't say, I did this one last year. I already ran so test. This and that. Please go and recheck, because development is taking place in the child's life almost every day. Depending on what you're doing, what you expose the child to, or what you're subjecting the child to in terms of therapy. So therefore, another diagnose might give you another revelation of what you're either doing badly or you're doing better to take the child out of that state. I am passionate about seeing children get better. I am passionate about seeing children living with disability or with special need match up with their contemporary in real time, in real space. That's the truth. Fortunately for us, these children are superbly intelligent. Superbly. When it comes to critical thinking, they are even better than an average child because of the way they reason. They naturally know they have a little defect or they have a deficiency. So there's this enablement, there's this empowerment in their cerebral, which gives them a lot of edge. So meaning, if this child had not got this condition at all, living a more normal life, they will be geniuses, which is a fact. So, in summary, I just want to firstly advise parents, before you begin to compare your child with another child, make sure you have done all your due diligence. Number one, you have done all necessary medical checkup from time to time. It's a recurring thing. It's not going to be terminal. You've done it last year. It could be an annual thing, depending on your pockets and your access to finance. But a periodic check will help you know, firstly, whether that child is achieving the goal that is set. Then the second is therapy. Therapy, unceaseless therapy in different forms, in different ways. Some are structured, some are unstructured. All you just need to do is identify what the child likes, what the child loves at your own end, and begin to drive the child from that point. It will excite that child, and before you know it, the child will begin to pick on other abilities, begin to discover, begin to utilize, and gradually become a full-blown thing for that child. And then you'll be happy. And don't be stereotyped. Don't be stereotyped. Be diverse. My child rode bicycle before walking. It's not normal. My child's neck was never... Imagine a child who does not have a stable neck, and you're making the child ride a bicycle. Does it make sense? No. But we know that riding that bicycle was going to even now pose a more challenge to him, to ensuring that his necks get balanced, because he chose and showed an interest in it when it was introduced to him very, very early. Imagine a child who started the therapy at 6 months, non-stop. Even during COVID, he was still exposed to... In fact, COVID was even the master... what do I call it now? Was the game changer for him. Because we are now, enclosed. Everybody, myself, the mom, himself, my maid, everybody, all attention was now drawn on him for good one. You can imagine. And then, we still got 1 or 2 therapists to still come around to check on him, of course, but sure, they watch in fact, the way they suit when they are coming to my house or something. But that's just on a lighter mood. But that was just to tell you. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that never be stereotyped in managing these children. Never be... My child has not started walking. He could climb. I saw that he was showing it, and I said he will climb my window. I don't care. I will stand behind him and catch him up. So there's no way my child will not walk. I already knew that he was going to walk. I don't need any susi. I don't need anything, because all activities that should come after his ability to walk is already manifesting. So why won't he walk? It's just going to be a question of time. He will summon up courage by himself and then do it, which he did. But that's after 7 years. But while we're expecting walking and some other thing, we did not let down on any other thing that he showed interest in, or that we felt could help him in this way or that way. Neck control on its own was a challenge, because it was an athertoid cerebral palsy child. So neck balance is even their problem. And because balance is their problem, we will now expose him to something that will challenge his balance the more. Imagine an athertoid cerebral palsy riding a bicycle since about a year old. It's not normal. Yeah, sometimes it will fall, sometimes it will do this. But we ensured the environment was well padded. Everywhere was well padded. We did a lot of work around that area. And gradually began to, pick up and began to control himself, begin to, challenge his own balance by himself and all of it. Anyway, it was just on ceaseless therapy. That's what I just want to say. So be dynamic, be unusual in your approach to helping these children, get better, achieve their goal.